that wraps up today's lecture on the DocScan tab of the Dealership Workflow Report. Before I assign your homework for the week, are there any questions?
Yeah, Ms. Portell, I completely get where you're coming from. I understand all the concepts, but maybe it'd be helpful if you could explain again to everyone how you remove a yellow triangle and turn it into a green check mark again.
Oh, sure. So if you're having trouble getting that green check mark, you'll want to make sure that you're scanning in all of the pages behind the header for that section. This report triggers off of a minimum page count that's unique for each header. So you can't just scan in the missing page from a section. You have to scan in all of them.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about times if, for example, if we don't have any pages to go behind a barcode, like maybe with a Trek barcode, you know, it's a flat fee, so the fee is always the same in my state.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. Actually, all headers on this report have something that goes behind them. Even if you don't need to calculate DMV fees in your state, you still need to scan in a Trek calculator on every deal. Good question.
Hey, Professor. Yo, Professor.
Yes, Mark.
Hey, how fast do these deals show up on the DocScan report, like after we sell the car? And another thing, how much time do I have to get them off of the report? Because I've got things to do, you know. I'm trying to get these docs in, but that printer, it eats it up sometimes. I mean, how late is too late? You know, I got things to do, Professor. This ain't the only class I got.
You know, Mark, the missing docs populate on 2 days post sale, and if it's a Saturday sale, it will exclude Sunday, so they actually see them on Tuesday or day 3. In that case, it'll stay on the report for 14 days total, and you can find all of this out in the tutorial that Ms. Portell put together. You can even get to it from the report itself where it says tutorial. But you should probably submit a ticket for your printer because a faulty printer can be a major reason why documents go missing. Isn't that right, Ms. Portell?
Isn't that right, Ms. Portell?
Good job, Tom.
That is right, Tom.
Okay. I did have a question, Ms. Portell. Is there a reason why my store is really rarely on the report?
Excellent question, Tom. You know, of course, I'd really expect nothing less from my best student. If you scan in all of your documents on the date of sale or the next day, you should have little to no documents that appear on this report. This really points to an exceptional process, and it really is the easiest way to manage this tab. So you're doing the right thing. I will caution you, though, if something does show up on this report and you don't scan it in on time, you won't get credit for that task, and it will impact your overall grade. So even if you have the best process, you still need to check the report every day.
Yeah, Tom.
Awesome. Thanks.
Nice job, teacher's pet. Professor P.
Yes, Pierce.
I think there's something wrong with your class. I'm sitting here failing, and my best guess is because of all the missing DMV receipts on my DocScan. They keep piling up, and I'm not trying to lose my scholarship and get kicked off the baseball team. I need help.
Yeah, I can see how you would think that, as you do have a substantial amount of DMV receipts that haven't been scanned in yet, but actually they don't count against your completion rates at all. They work a little bit differently, so they won't show up right away with your normal deal documents, and they're really important to get in, so you should still follow up on any that you have on your report, which I know you have a lot. In terms of your performance in this class, you can see me after the bell.
Ooh.
All right, so that wraps up. We're out of time for today. Your homework is to set your view on all of the tabs of the Dealership Workflow Report, so you don't have to filter to your store every day. And the last
Ms. Portell, if I've already done that, can I turn that in today for credit, or do I need to wait?
Absolutely. As usual, ahead of the game. One last assignment for you all. Make sure you use your time wisely. You've all been given a free period at the beginning of the day, so let's use that to knock out your dealership workflow tasks early before you get too busy. Class dismissed.
Peace.
Yeah.